This is Mentor Chris with the ICT Dojo. I have a bit of a psychology piece today. I'll be talking about if I would go back in time, how I would become consistently profitable again, and I'm hoping some of you can learn from my mistakes or take some kind of value from it. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting the subscribe button for more content like this. Tip number 1, mastering one model, pair, and session at a time. I remember a time where I was doubtful of my model and what I was trading, because I would have good periods where I was making good money, then all of a sudden I would have a rough patch. Something I noticed students trying to do is dabbling in multiple things at once. One day I see them trading Euro, Silver the next day, then trading London when they normally trade New York. If you want to get serious about trading, then why aren't you trying to master just one thing at a time? It's better to be a master of one than a master of none. Being the best at one thing is much better than being mediocre at everything else, especially when it comes to trading. Why is it true that your edge isn't the same across all sessions or models? Well, every session has a unique narrative or purpose in the market. There's a unique behavior to every session. There's a unique behavior to every confluence or correlation. An example I can give you is SMT across ES and NQ are more influential than it would be with Euro and GBP, for instance. Another example is NQ isn't as correlated with DXY as Euro is, where Euro is almost an identical opposite of dollar. However, if you could choose a set of confluences, a pair, and a session that you can work on and fits with your personality, that can feed you for the rest of your life. Why are you trying to trade every session anyways? You got in this industry for freedom, and the more hard stuck you are with the idea you can make money in every session, the more likely you are to fail. Don't be a little gremlin hunched over all day, fiending for some pips. The market doesn't care about if you made 100 points from New York or London. It's all the same, but chances are you're probably better at one session more than the other, so why not take advantage of that? Tip number 2, focus on your system, not the money. As much as people don't like 9-to-5s, including myself, one of my greatest tools was having a 9-to-5 that supplied me with an endless source of income. Sure, it came with a cost, which was my time, but it's the reason I can now rely on trading as an income with a stress-free mindset. One of the worst positions you could be in trading is trying to cope with trading or trying to make up a missing piece from yourself. Whether it be financially, insecurity, whatever it is, there should be no urge to constantly be in a trade or else it'll ruin you. So how can you overcome this? Well, a big help is having a substantial amount of savings or a larger income where you don't have to make money today or the next day, but you're okay making money in the long run. One thing I don't like about prop firms is yes, they're a great vehicle to leverage and success, but don't get stuck in this loophole that passing a challenge is the be-all end-all. There's more to trading than just an evaluation. A eval shouldn't deter you from trading with proper risk management or edge. It shouldn't change the way you trade. Now on to tip number 3, journaling. This goes alongside both of the things I already spoke of. In order to master one model, pair, and system, you have to study what each function does, each piece, and figure out how it affects price on an individual level and on a collective level in terms of confluences. The way you can journal this is simply by describing what happened in your session. Over time, you build intuition and confidence when entering these trades. Journaling can also help build awareness and is a reminder of the mistakes you have made in the past. Being aware can be the best thing you could do for yourself. When you find yourself itching to take a trade or to take a trade outside of your model or session, you have to have that discipline to stop yourself. What's more important, getting the dopamine from this trade or setting yourself up to have consistent results in the long run? Being aware will save you from yourself. Trading can be simple if you make it simple. Have a defined edge on a certain model or pair, trade at the same times every day, journal every trade you take, and make sure you don't make the same mistakes because winners don't make you profitable. It's avoiding the losers that will. Hope you enjoyed the video and talk to you next week.